Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Like and share as you join us. Share. Share to family and friends. Share to people around you. Keep sharing. Let's get the message out. Happy Sunday to you all. Happy Sunday, excuse me. Please keep sharing, share so that others can join us. Share and welcome others. Let's see if we can have a full house so that we can pass this message across. Help us to like and share on your platform. Let's preach this gospel once again. Happy Sunday, more especially for our brothers and sisters who are Christians. Sunday is always a very important and special day for all those who are Christians. It's a day we go to church to pray and ask God for mercy, ask God for strength, ask God for victory, go to ask God for protection and strength to be able to go ahead on the journey of life. Sorry. Excuse me, I'm having a little cough, so you'll be getting that from time to time. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Thank you for joining. I welcome you. I thank you for being part of the program. Please, as you connect, invite somebody to join us too. Wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining the platform from Biafra land, we appreciate you. If you are joining us from Asia, welcome you. Joining from any part of Africa, joining from Europe, from America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, joining us from China, Russia, from Israel, we welcome all of you. Thank you for coming. Happy Sunday. Please try to share and invite someone. As you come into the program, invite someone. If they kick you out, try to come back. Excuse me. If they kick you out, try to come back. We must have to preach the gospel in any situation, no matter the obstacles. We will continue. So today, as you all know, is another day, Sunday, and today our Prime Minister is going to be visiting Italy. So every one of us should be able to join once the program starts. He's going to be visiting Italy. And today being Sunday, we have gone to our various churches to pray those who are in Africa, some of them are still in the church, some have come back. In Asia, people are already back. Those who are in the US are preparing to go to church, some are still in the church. So according to wherever you are, people have different time zone. Whichever time zone you fall into, we welcome you, and I thank you for making our time to be part of us. Every one of us have known what we are in. We know all the things that are going on, and we are still standing on those existing things that have happened, which we are updating you, and we have to continue to hang on our promises, holding on to our responsibilities on the restoration of Biafra. The major project we have today as Biafrans is the restoration of Biafra. That is the one important program that is on the front line for every Biafra. The restoration of the independence of Biafra is one program that is in front. The restoration of Biafra, and there is nothing anyone can do to change that. The only thing we have to be doing daily is to try as much as we can to do everything humanly possible to see that the restoration of Biafra that we all talked about is followed, sponsored, pursued till the last. Do not allow any distraction to come your way. We know the stage we have gotten to. After the first stage of the self-referendum, which has been very, very successful. After the very successful first stage of the referendum, all hell broke loose. They were never expecting this to be very successful. When we started, they laughed at us. They thought that maybe when they laugh, we will stop doing what we are doing. They thought that the Biafran people can be distracted with their propaganda and blackmail. But when they discovered that we are not giving up, what did they do? They went back to their propaganda and blackmail. They started blackmailing us. They began to tell all manner of lies, begin to preach all manner of things that are not existing. They begin to create different distractions from different angles. But I bet you that Biafran people, we cannot be deceived. Not anymore. The more they attack us, the more they give us reason to fight for our freedom. The more we see all this evil that they are perpetrating against us, the more they make us to be strong. And as you can see, Biafran people are winning the war under the Biafran government. The Biafran government is doing everything possible, and we are winning in all fronts. The Biafran government is winning in all fronts. It does not matter what you think or what you believe or what you want to say. The reality remains the reality. The truth remains the truth. We can't change the truth. Only the truth can stand the test of time. Every lie you tell will always fade away. So no matter how they try to deny it, we will continue to see the truth. The truth will continue to fly. And the whole world will continue to see the truth that the Biafran people are ready and willing to go home. Biafrans have come out in a massive way to give their mandates to the Biafran government under the Prime Minister, Mazi Samanda. Today, the Biafran government is doing everything humanly possible to protect and defend Biafran territory. What the Zoo are doing today is to bring one distraction or the other to see if they can convince some people to throw away their freedom. Please click like and share. As you join us on the platform, please touch the like button I have about 18 people watching already, and only 6 people were able to like. That is not encouraging. The only way we can be able to get other people to join us on this broadcast is like, and when you click like, it's a kind of passing message. That is one of the major ways you can help anyone that is broadcasting on this very app. Talking about Biafra, if you want to help us to pass the message, you do it by helping to like and share. Once you come into the program, you click like. Clicking like will not take anything away from you. It is not going to take your data. It is not going to remove any money from your bank account. Just that thumbs up. You touch the thumbs up, it is there. Once you join the program, you touch the thumbs up. The only thing it will do, it will help other people to get the notification and they will join us. It will trigger notification to other people to join us. That is why we always beg for it. Because we want to have a full house. The social media doesn't want us to preach this gospel. They want to silence us. Nigerian government have done everything they can, financially and otherwise, to keep us down. Remember when they came to announce, the chief of army staff announced, and he said that they will not allow the prime minister of Biafra, to take over the airspace. When they talk about taking over the airspace, it's on media. They said they will not allow us to take over the media airspace. And how would they do it? They will not just sit back and talk about it. They are doing it by going to all those networks, pay them, manipulate them, and make sure that we are restricted. But if you continue to share and like the program, they can't do anything. No matter how they try to stop us, we still reach to a good number of people. So do your own part, my beloved brothers and sisters that are watching. So as I was saying, coming to where we are, the Biafran government are doing their part as we speak to defend Biafran territory. Meanwhile, I appreciate everyone that participated on yesterday's fundraising. Every Biafran that was able to participate on yesterday's fundraising. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike reward you. May Chukwu Okike grant you your heart desires. That is what we are supposed to do. Today, you have to put your money where your mouth is. The only place where the mouth of the Biafran people is today is on the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. The defense of Biafran land is one of the most important things we will do now because it has become very, very necessary. They have come with their propaganda and blackmail of regional governments. And our Prime Minister has made it clear that the Biafran people are not interested in anything regional government. We are not interested. Whatever thing that has to do with the contraption called Nigeria, we are not interested. Our interest is to have our independent state. That is our target, that is our interest, that is our focus. Anything short of that, we are not going to buy into it because the supreme leader of IPOB made it clear when he was asked one-on-one in an interview. This was an interview that was conducted down there in Nigeria. The supreme leader of IPOB said, they have taken so many lives. It is too late. It is too late. There's nothing we can do than to request for freedom. If you begin to talk of compensation, talk of restructuring, talk of regional government, how are you going to compensate for the lives that have been lost? Are you going to bring them back? How are you going to compensate for the lives that have been lost? How are you going to compensate for the huge number of properties that have been destroyed? How are you going to compensate for that? So you see, there is no other option on the table except the independent state of Biafra. And we are not begging for it. The time is due. We are going to take it. So if you are a Biafran, do not pay attention on all those distractions. Just like when what they did when Mazen Nandi can raise the momentum to the highest. Mazen Nandi can raise the momentum. Our prime minister came on board, joined, and the momentum was raised to the highest level. What did they do? They kidnapped Mazen Nandi. And when they saw the anger of the Biafrans under the prime minister Mazen Samaneba, raising the standard, making sure that things happen, they introduced their Igbo presidency. They brought the fake Igbo president, and we said this is a blackmail. We say this is a flag up operation. They just want to do it in order to drag Biafrans into the election. They only wanted to use Biafrans to legitimize their so-called One Nigeria. We won and won and won, shouted on a direct platform that people should not go and vote. Thank God a lot of people had and they did not participate. Only few went and participated. And after all said and done, you see what we are wanting, telling people just happened. We told them that the London boy will never ever be a president in that country. The plan is very clear. It is a written constitution. It's a written agreement that there is nobody from the Igbo Biafran that will be a president in that contraption called Nigeria. It is a written agreement. And even our eternal leader, when he was interviewed, one of the interview video I watched, he said it. When somebody asked him, are you going to contest for president or are you going to be contest president? He told him, but they wrote an agreement, have you been changed? Our eternal leader, Lekita, said, it is something that is written and signed that no Biafra, no Igbo Biafran will be a president in the contraption called Nigeria. And today they are holding strong on that. This agreement was written with the consent of the colonial master. And they have continued to maintain that. That you can never be, even today, you can't get a vice president from the Biafra land. You can't get a vice president today from the Igbo Biafrans. There is no place they are found. No place, there's no place at all. And still, you see some people, they are walking about as if it's ordinary. They go about as if it is normal. It is not normal. There is nothing normal about that wickedness. What you are seeing is absolute wickedness from the pit of hell. And we can no longer continue to talk about these things and complain. That is why we have taken the steps to free Biafran people so that they can be on their own, aspire to any level they can, progress in their own speed without anybody trying to control or remote. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike, never allow anybody to deceive you. Do not allow anybody to distract you, because they will definitely come with their distraction and deceit. But if you know whom you are, you will not be deceived. Do not listen to them. Do not give them a listening ear. Focus on that which matters. One of the greatest messages of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is about consistency. If you want to fight the battle and win, you must be consistent. One of the greatest key to be free is to be consistent in pursuit of what you want. Now that you have known what you want, continue to ask for it consistently. Your persistent request will make it happen. That is how it works. That is how nature works. That is how everything works in life. When you continue to persuade and persist and ask somebody for something again and again and again, at a stage, that person must yield. When you keep on disturbing and asking and crying and talking, it shows your seriousness. It will come to a time when the person you are asking from can no longer bear hearing your voice. And when they cannot hear you, they can't stop your voice, and the only solution is to sort that problem out of which you are crying for. For the Biafran people, our demand is clear. And nothing else can be put on the table except what we have just said. Their so-called regional government is dead on arrival. And one of the most disturbing one is the ones that is being pushed by the people who claim to be from Biafra land. People that claim to be from Biafra land, they are focusing on creating more division in Biafra land than uniting the Biafra land. Here we are, preaching unity. Here we are, crying about the disunity that have been planted among us. We are here complaining and crying how they have been able to succeed to come in between us and plant disunity. We are complaining about that every blessed day, and yet someone in our midst is still going out to go and ask for more disunity. What creation of state is in Nigeria is disunity, divide and rule. That is what it is. Every single state that was created with a motive. They don't just wake up and create states just like you think they do. No. In every state they create, they have a plan. And the major plan they have is to break the people and divide them. And for the senators and all those who call themselves lawmakers, their own is to create another avenue, to create their own palace. Maybe they will have opportunity to be a governor or deputy governor. Maybe they will have opportunity to form their own cabal. They will become the leader of the House of Rep in their own state. It is not about them. That is why they support all this nonsense. Because it was not for growth. The ones that were created before, how did they grow? How viable are they? How has life changed after creating them? How has life changed? The stealing continues, the looting continues. And you're coming back to create another one. That's the biggest joke. And the most painful one, they look at when somebody is suggesting about creating states. How can you be a lawmaker, somebody who claims to be a representative of his people? How can you claim to be the representative of people and you don't know what the people want? Every single soul in Biafra land today, or even in that Nigeria, they know what the Biafra people want. The tears and the cry and the demand of Biafra people have never been creation of state. Creation of state has never ever been the problem in Biafra land. That is not the problem. In fact, the Biafrans have never complained about the issue of creation of state. The people that always talk about the creation of state are the criminals who are trying to build another criminal office where they can extort money and steal. These are the people who are very busy talking about state still. If not for them, no Biafra is interested in creating any states. That's the last thing that is in the mind of any Biafra today. The major thing that is in the lips of every man today, Biafra today, is freedom. Why don't you apply for that freedom? Why don't you stand up, even in the House of Senate, Assembly, or whatever, and talk about the freedom of your people? But of course, you will not. Because of your fraudulent attitude. Because of your fraudulent life, you will not, you cannot. The greatest coward we have in that contraption called Nigeria when it comes to politics are those people from Biafra land. Politicians in Biafra land, they're the most corrupt, most fearful one, not most corrupt, most fearful people. Cowards, all of them. They have big cowards that is wanted on. People that cannot stamp their foot on the ground and say, this will not happen. You cannot do it. Some of them cannot even be bold enough to come outside and speak the simple truth of the nature of things that happen in their life. Look at what is happening in Biafra land. Abduction is happening in Biafra land every blessed day. It happened that even their media announced that 300 men lost their life in that day. for no reason. These 300 men that lost their life was not denied by the government of Nigeria. These are 300 innocent human beings mowed down. 300 innocent human beings. And there was no outrage anyway. There was no outrage. In Biafra land, people that call themselves the leaders of the land, there was no outrage. But these same idiots will be the people to be forced to come and talk about military losing their life or military being attacked. So only the militaries are human. Only those who are in uniform, that terrorist uniform, are the human. Every other person is not human. That is why when the terrorists in uniform take the life of innocent ones, you do nothing. When citizens are being kidnapped, paraded on video by ISWAP, executed by ISWAP, it doesn't make a headline. Nobody talks about it. There's no outrage. There's no outrage, not even a 1 minute respect for those that died. And he called that a country. He called that a country. We cannot be part of this madness. The Biafran people are already on their way out. And they will go. They're going to get out of Nigeria, whether they like it or not. And by the grace of Chukwu, that freedom that we are asking for, we are going to get it. Let them continue to deceive themselves, continue to preach their nonsense, lies, propaganda, blackmail, and hate. It is not going to save anybody. The truth will always be the truth. It is bitter, but it is the truth. No matter how bitter it is going to be told. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, we must tighten up our belts. Remember, tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow is Monday, and our sit at home continues. Monday sit at home is going to be held tomorrow. Do not forget it. We don't gamble in what we are doing. Anything that we say we are going to do, we will continue to do it and pursue it till the end. There's no going back. No matter what the enemies are saying, no matter what they do, there's no going back. By the special grace of Chukwu, we are going to be victorious and we're going to win. Every one of us should be focused. Do not get distracted, no matter what you see, no matter what you hear. Always be able to focus and listen to only one source of information. Biafrans have only one legitimate source of information, which is the Biafra Republic government in exile. Whatever you hear there, hold it to your heart. Hold it to your heart. Don't allow anybody to distract you, to deceive you, or tell you something that is not obtainable. When you begin to listen to those nonsense, you are bound to regret your life. If you are in Biafra land, you must always be security conscious. Try and be security conscious. There is no need to move about late evening. Wherever you go, make sure you come back before it is dark. Make sure you come back home. Please, from 6 p.m. 6 p.m. you should be home. This is not the time for merriment. If you want to secure your life, secure your neighbors, at least from 6 p.m. be at home, be in your house. And let the street be open. Let the street open, then you watch what is going to happen. Because the Liberation Army are conducting exercises. The order has been given. You must stay out of harm's way. Stay away from every barrack. Stay away from every checkpoint. Whenever you see the terrorists in uniform, don't go to them. Run for your life. Run for your life, because anything can happen. I appreciate everyone that was able to join me on this short broadcast. I'm going to end it here so that we can be able to reserve our data and join the PM when he's going to go to Italy. So, on his appearance to Italy, then we are going to be able to join and see what is happening. I appreciate every one of you. We are going to see tomorrow again. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to have a program tomorrow morning. Today on Sunday, I don't do morning program, only evening. I don't do morning program on Sunday. So tomorrow we are going to start off our program, and I'm going to be here in the morning tomorrow. So try as much as possible to do your own part. I appreciate every one of you that have been patient with me to get this far. Please like and share. Make sure you share to others. It's just a reminder, tomorrow is a sit at home. The Monday sit at home continues. Sit at home. You know why we are doing the sit at home. You know already. And for us to increase that delegitimization of the zoo, you must have to obey the sit at home. For the world to begin to confess it. Let the world begin to confess it. That we are in charge of our land. And the Nigeria have lost legitimacy in Biafran territory. The Biafra Republic of Exile, under our Prime Minister is in charge. Know that and know peace. Deny that and deny your own self reality. May Chukwu Okukabiyama continue to guide and protect everyone. I appreciate you. I thank you for being part of the program. No weapon formed or fashioned against Biafra shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Samaga shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Speaker Mazi Nanika shall prosper. Thank you for being part of this program. And I'm going to see you again tomorrow morning by the special guest program. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.